Hi there, my name is Shahzaad and welcome to the taster video for Tricks of the Trade. This will be for the advanced channel. Hopefully this will give you an idea of what our content will look like and what you can look forward to. For this deal, South is the dealer, and as you can see they've got an unbalanced hand, 5, 4, 1, 3, so they open one spade. Now West has two nice 5-card suits and they'd like to make a bid that shows both of them at the same time. So they could bid 2 no trump, the unusual no trump convention. Both minors at least 5-5. So they go ahead and do that. Now North has a bit of a decision to make. They would like to show both that they have a fit with their partner, they've got 4-card support, which is plenty, and they also want to communicate that they have values. So a common convention that's played in this situation is called unusual over unusual. And this works as follows. So normally in this situation, to show a good raise, we would bid the opponent's suit. The only problem here is that the opponents have bid 2 suits, or at least implied that they have 2 suits, clubs and diamonds. So we have a choice of bidding 2 suits essentially. As spades is the higher ranking of the 2 suits that we might play in, i.e. spades and hearts, we bid the higher of their suits, 3 diamonds. This leaves us to play that 3 clubs would show a good hand with hearts, forcing to game. 3 diamonds would be a good raise in spades. 3 hearts would just be competitive with hearts, something like 6 hearts and 7 to 10 points. And 3 spades would also just be showing a spade fit, 4 spades something like 6 to 9 points. So here we can achieve both showing our strength and the fact that we have support for partner all in one go. Now East doesn't really have all that much, but I don't think that should stop you on this occasion. After all, no one is vulnerable, and with 5-card support, you're comfortably worth bidding 4 diamonds. Now in terms of high card points, South doesn't really have that much extra, but they should still go on and bid 4 spades, as they have a singleton in diamonds, and they have quite a pure hand. They don't have any queens or jacks that are wasted, and like I said, they've got the singleton diamond. So 4 spades. So West has a nice hand, undeniably, but they shouldn't really get carried away. They've already indicated that they have 5 and 5 in the minors and roughly an opening hand, so there's no need for them to take a second bid. Maybe we've pushed the opponents too high, maybe they can make a slam, we don't know. We don't want to be the last ones to guess. Let's hope they've gone wrong. So West passes. Now North has no real ambition for slam, so they'll also pass. And as East has already bid quite a bit, given that they don't have really much at all, they're going to content themselves with a pass here as well. Okie dokie. So in my opinion, West has a pretty easy lead, and that would be the ace of diamonds. When you've got ace and king, that's always a really solid choice of lead against a suit contract. So West kicks off with the ace of diamonds. And now, whenever in a suit contract, we should try and count our losers. So let's go through the suits one at a time and see how that might work. In spades, we have one potential loser, the queen. In hearts, we don't have any losers, as we have all the top cards. In diamonds, we've got one loser, as we have 1 diamond. And in clubs, we have 2 potential losers. We could lose the ace of clubs certainly, and we may also lose the jack of clubs as well, depending on what's going on in the suit. So that comes to a grand total of 1 in spades, another 1 in diamonds makes a total of 2, and finally 2 in clubs is 4. As the contract is 4 spades, we can only afford 3 losers, so that's 1 too many. The first hurdle is how we negotiate the trump suit. Now normally when you have 9 trumps and you're missing the queen, we're told to play 9 netver, and that means playing for the drop. However, as West has bid 2 no trumps, that's given us a bit of a clue. They've promised at least 5 and 5 in the minors, so we know they have at least 10 minor suit cards. Now this means that it looks like East has 7 minor suit cards. So with a little bit of arithmetic, we can work out that West has 3 cards in the majors and East has 6. Since the Queen of Spades is a major suit card, there are 6 spaces in the East hand that it might occupy, but only 3 in the West hand. So this means that the Queen of Spades is twice as likely to be with East as it is to be with West. So we should go against the rules and take finesse through East. So we play low from the dummy. And we ruff the diamond continuation. It doesn't really help West to switch. Now we play a spade to the king and we follow through with our plan. We're intending to finesse on the next round. So we lead the 10. East makes life difficult by playing low. It would be silly to cover here. He knows his partner doesn't have any more spades. And now we play low. Huzzah! It works. Doesn't always work in real life, but it should do 2/3 of the time. And those are pretty good odds. I'll take that. So we've drawn the last trump. West finds another discard. And some people would go ahead and play clubs right now, but that isn't strictly necessary. We can actually do something a little bit clever here, but what we need to do first is cash the hearts, and you'll see why in a second. Nothing too clever going here, we're just cashing our winners. And here I've carefully won the last trick in dummy, which seems a bit unusual, but we'll see why in just a second. So we've carefully removed all of the opponent's hearts. The only cards left are spades and clubs in our hands. Without any additional information, the normal way to play this suit would be to play a low club towards the queen. If the queen holds the trick, then we'll try and finesse the 10 on the way back. And even if it loses, we might as well finesse the 10. The jack is very unlikely to drop. However, here, everything has changed when we know that West has 5 clubs to East's 2. We can play a club to the king, and if East has the ace, then it'll simply drop on the next round. And if West takes the ace, they will win the trick, and as long as they have the jack of clubs also, they'll be end played. Let's have a look at that. So we play a low club, East follows low, and we try the king. West wins the ace, and now if they had a red card to play, we could ruff in one hand and discard from the other hand, but they just exit with a club. So in this situation, we could rise with the queen, but then we haven't really gotten anywhere and improved over our start. As West started with 5 clubs and East with only 2, West is much more likely to have the jack of clubs. And if we play low from dummy, that means we're going to score our 10. So we play low. Huzzah. Excellent. So at the beginning, it looked like we might be going one off, but in the end, we scored an over trick. I hope you enjoyed this hand. That's all for the taster video. To give you a little bit of an idea of what else we've got on our channel, we're going to have 6 videos a week. We will be teaching new conventions. We might have a whole weekly series devoted to one convention. We'll be focusing on card play concepts based on counting the opponent's hands and determining the distribution and the high cards. And we're going to have a quiz over the weekends, and there will also be bidding polls, and you can get in touch with us with any questions you might have. We do hope you sign up. There's links in the description below. Thanks very much, and goodbye.